This is the new Leapmotor C10 mid-sized electric SUV. I'm going to tell you all the things that I like and dislike about this car. It's interesting, but it has a lot of competition in the mid-size SUV electric segment. One thing that will help it is I think it has one of the best driving dynamics in this area. Certainly much better, for example, than the Moda E5. I found this car was really smoothed, both for braking and for one pedal driving as well, and accelerating. It's heavy, certainly, but it feels smooth and controlled.
Please contribute. It really helps my independent, honest journalism. I liked the C10 one-pedal driving. It's medium strength, not as strong as my MG4, but it stays on as soon as you turn it on after you're in park mode and doesn't need to be reset every time you start the car. It makes C10 braking smooth and linear. You still need to press the brake pedal to stop completely. Cruise control works well, but lane keep assistant I think needs to be turned off each time you drive it. Otherwise, it'll tug the car from side to side a little bit every now and then, which feels uncomfortable and a bit worrying. I don't trust it, to be honest. Now, the car is heavy. That cannot be avoided. But what that means is the suspension is also tuned nicely for comfort. It soaks up a lot of the bumps, potholes, and rough roads that we experience in Australia. It'll be a comfortable ride for you and your family without any problems. The Leapmotor C10 supports over-the-air updates. See my video regarding the recent 3.40.15 update, which fixed a lot of issues. That's a good feature, and a lot of cars don't have it yet. Unfortunately, the C10 does not have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay built in, and this version 1 of the C10 that we're getting in Australia and on the one in the UK can't be upgraded to support these. You have to wait for version 2 to get it built in. Stellantis Australia say we will have QD Link integration in August. QD Link is an app that you can run on your Android or iPhone to allow phone screen mirroring. We'll see how good that is. Now, the built-in sat-nav maps, I'm afraid they're pretty awful. I tried them extensively during my testing and they regularly gave me incorrect instructions, and twice they gave me illegal turn instructions to turn in places where it wasn't allowed. Other reviewers of the C10 have told me that they've experienced the same thing. This is unfortunate because some cars like my MG4 and others have quite decent built-in sat-nav systems that you can trust to get you from A to B. Unfortunately, I don't think you can trust the instructions that the C10 built-in sat-nav gives you, so you'll have to use a different option like this. Basically, you have two options. Use a phone mount to run Waze or Google Maps or Apple Maps, which you prefer already, or you can use, if you can find one, a C10 compatible USB Android Auto Apple CarPlay dongle to see maps properly in the center screen of your favorite app.
All set, let's go.
I really like that the C10 has many inclusions like heated and ventilated front seats, a 12-speaker system, seat memory for your favorite position, wireless phone charging, power tailgate, etc. The legacy EV brands charge a lot more money to get these kinds of features, often $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more than what the Leapmotor costs. So these kind of features may attract a lot of buyers to this car. After over the update 3.40.15, the distraction warning system isn't annoying anymore, so you don't have to cover it or turn it off manually in the car. Many other features are also improved in this update, like driving up and down hills. See my detailed video about this update to find out. I know a lot of people don't like the safety warnings and alerts in new cars, but they're required by ANCAP. You'll just have to turn them off every time you start the car, unfortunately. I was speaking to an early New Zealand buyer of the Leapmotor C10 and I agree with them. This car is really roomy. I'm 1.9 meters tall and I could easily sit behind the driver's seat pushed fully back, which is in my comfortable position. Something else that's also rare in electric cars is that the Leapmotor C10 includes a Type 2 AC wallbox charging cable that you can use at home or at shopping centers, etc., and an 8 amp 1.9 kilowatt home PowerPoint charging cable as well. So that'll save you a couple $100 if you planned on buying those separately, which is nice and handy. The AC Type 2 cable is 6.6 kilowatts charging rate because that's what the car supports. It doesn't support 3-phase 11 kilowatt AC charging, so bear that in mind if you want to use one of those EV charging plans with free hours in the middle of the day. Is the car a good fit for families that buy a lot of things at the shops or at Bunnings or other places? Yes, it is. The C10 has a great rectangular shaped boot to fit lots of stuff in. As you can see from my weekly shop, there was loads of space left for the shopping and the trolley inside as well. It has hooks on both sides of the boot, as well as a little storage cubby on the left-hand side and a light there as well. Don't block the speakers if you're planning on having a great sound listening experience. Initially, I disliked the Leapmotor C10 getting into the car because there's no key fob, which is what I'm used to. To get proximity unlocking or locking, you have to use the Leapmotor app. The near-field communication card you get with the car is used to tap to lock or unlock the car from the driver's side by tapping on a special spot on the side mirror. There's no option to do that on the passenger street side. Once you get in the car, you have two choices. Either you put the NFC card on the charging mat, otherwise the car won't start, or you can type a preset password in. I think that using the password is a lot better. What do you think? I'm just lazy. I don't want to take the card out of my pocket. I like that the Leapmotor C10 has a charging port on the street side if you're parallel parked. That's really handy for street public charging. However, it has pretty slow charging rates, 6.6 kilowatt AC slow charging. For home charging, 6.6 kilowatts is fine unless you have a power plan that gives you free power for a couple of hours, in which case you'll want an EV with 11 kilowatt speed. WLTP range for this car is 420, and that means charging 10 to 80% takes about 45 minutes. It's all about expectations. If you don't plan on driving thousands of kilometers and just do Sydney to Newcastle or Sydney to Canberra, start your battery at 100%, you'll be fine. The Leapmotor C10 designers haven't used piano black all over the place, which scratches easily and is reflective. I love that. There's extensive use of soft touch materials. This makes the car feel a lot more premium than the cost, which is great. You can also get a really nice purple color. That's rare. Why shouldn't Australian car buyers have more options than white, black, or grey interiors? The silicone leather seats are easy to wipe clean, really squishy and comfy, and the Okotex 100 certified material is harmless to human health, which is great. Overall, the Leapmotor C10 is great value for money, spacious and comfortable, a good family electric SUV. But will people buy it without Android Auto or Apple CarPlay built in? Maybe they'll use a dongle instead, and they have to bear in mind the range and charging speed is not suited for long road trips. Then again, if you don't do those, then it doesn't matter. This is a great city car. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. It really helps me make more videos like this for you. And have a look at the suggested videos up above. I'm pretty sure you'll like those as well. Thanks, and see you later.